What is up, guys? It is Nico here from Everything360 Gaming, and today I'm sitting here with the one and only zzirGrizz. What is up?
Oh, man.
Today we're bringing you guys a video interview about how he started his career of Xbox. So, I got a few questions for you, Grizz. Let's get it off. Alright, question number one. When did you start gaming? When was the first time you picked up a gaming device?
Oh, shit, man. The first device I had, of course, was like the Atari, old school. After that, I kind of progressed on the steps everybody else, I'm assuming, Atari, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, on up. I didn't start playing first-person shooters until I was about 12, and then I was doing, I was playing Doom and Duke Nukem 3D, which we were playing just the other night on 360, but that's where I started out, man. Just basically on PC with FPS.
Now, when was the first time you picked up an Xbox controller? Because this is definitely a different time than the Atari. Way after.
Yeah. Well, I got the original Xbox when it first came out. Probably the next day, 2 days after the release of the original Xbox, I picked that up, and then the Xbox 360, I got that the day it came out too. So, pretty much right off the start.
Now, when was the first time you played Call of Duty, and did it ever come to you that you would be known worldwide for playing a video game?
First time playing Call of Duty, I picked up the original Call of Duty 1 on the original Xbox, and I just kind of played around with it. it wasn't nothing major. Call of Duty 2 came around, and I started watching some videos on YouTube, and I was like, what the fuck are these guys doing this, So, I did anything and everything in my power to figure out, how they were recording their gameplay and stuff, and that's where it started. It all started on COD 2 about 4 months after COD 2 came out.
When did you realize that you were as good as you are today, and did somebody mention it, or was it yourself realizing?
Well, when I was playing COD 2, I knew I was pretty good because I played first-person shooters. I played like little LAN events or whatever you want to call them at friends' house, and we played Halo and stuff, and I was just really good. And I was even better at Call of Duty. So, as I was playing Call of Duty, I went up on the internet one night, and I'm like, okay, let's try this. Let's get competitive. You know what I mean? And just see what happens. So, I got on the internet. I went to Google, typed in, the best clan on Xbox 360 or Call of Duty 2, and up popped the clan. I tried out, ended up smoking like their entire team, and just went from there. I was a starter. I played against some of the greatest players I think that were out on COD 2. G4P, Team Fear was still back then. Optic was, I think they were still back, running around about that time. So.
Now, how long did it take you to get to where you are today in the gaming industry?
Well, like I said, I started recording on COD 2, and that was about 4 months after the release. I started noticing at the end of Call of Duty 2 that I was, people were starting to join my game and, recognize me in lobbies and stuff. And right at the end of COD 2, I'd say when, COD 3 and Gears 4, about that time, is when I became, really well known, I think. And then, of course, COD 4 after the Makers, it just blew up, so.
What steps did you take to get to where you are?
That's the crazy thing. A lot of people ask me, what do I do? What can I do to get where you're at today? And I can't really give you an exact answer. I kind of fell into this. I did it for fun, and then all of a sudden I started, I played a little bit competitive. I did some tournaments and stuff. I picked up a few sponsors. I think by the end of Call of Duty 2, I'd been sponsored like 7 times, but each time, either I was in a tournament and got sponsored from the tournament, or, sponsors would contact me directly through Xbox or through YouTube. So.
Now, your gaming controls are a little bit different than most of us. You play on Southpaw. How did that come about?
I started playing on Southpaw back on N64. I played GoldenEye, 007 GoldenEye on the N64, and I just got used to the controller. My right thumbstick would move me around, and when I moved on to the Xbox, I just kind of took that with me. So I always played on Southpaw, which is good in a sense, but you know, there's some games that release out there that it's almost impossible. Like Gears of War, for example, awesome game, but I can't play it, you know, because the Southpaw controls just don't really work that well. So.